Hi, my name's Laura Batante and this is My 2 Bits, and today I have this adorable little bat craft to make, and super fun, pretty easy for the kiddos to do. So we'll jump right in with materials. Just before we do materials, I'd like to ask you to please like this video and subscribe to my channel. All right, so materials. You're going to, of course, need the toilet paper roll. If you want to paint it, you're going to need some acrylic paint and a brush, and you're also going to need glue. I prefer a glue stick for these sorts of projects, for almost all projects, and so that's the one I use. Scissors, and then for the face, I have gone with mostly paper. So I have some scraps. I have red, black, and white. And you can make your eyes green or yellow, whatever you like. And then I have punches. So I've got 2 different sizes of punches here. This is one of the regular ones. And then this one's a little bit smaller. And then I have a 5/8 of an inch circle punch. And I have a paint pen and a gel pen. Either one would work. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Fingers crossed. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is flatten it. And we're going to cut off, I'm going to say just under an inch. If you do an inch, doesn't matter. I just decided that I wanted him to be kind of short. So that's how come I cut it off. And then it just was a happy accident that I had enough left to make wings. I do love a happy accident. So you can see I literally just bent that and I'm folding it in. So that is basically that. And you can just keep playing with it a bit. Obviously this is going to be the back because that's where my top folds are. So we're going to do it like so. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off of one side. I want to leave the fold. And I'm going to leave myself about an inch. That gives me this whole area to glue. That way the poor little guy's wings won't fall off. All right, and now just to make it easier for you, I'm going to draw a wing. You can do anything you like. I'm going to go up and then I'm going to curve down. If you like a specific kind of wing, you go ahead and do that. This is one of the things that you can do to totally make this craft your own. And so there we go. And so I'm gonna, this area here, I'm not gonna cut. And so those will get glued on like so. And then we're gonna paint the whole thing. Now, because I have this little seam right here, I think I'm gonna glue it on this way, but normally I would suggest glue it, you know, for the curve, better adhesion. But I'm gonna sort of force it the other way and glue it this way. And remember, we don't want these seams to be facing forward, so we're gonna go like that. So quick tip, while I am waiting for it to dry, I'm going to put an elastic band on, and that will help hold it into place and also encourage my box shape to stay like so. So that's how I'm going to let him sit and dry, and then I'm going to paint him. All right, because watching me paint is going to be a bit like watching glue dry, I'm going to go ahead and skip that section. Just know that you're going to cover this entire thing with black paint, and it will look like this. And then you can put on faces, and the faces is really the fun part. So I thought I would show you some different ideas that I created using just a circle punch and a couple of the smaller punches. Now, if you wanted, I'm going to move this one and put my blank here. You could 100% use, I'm not going to be able to get these off the table now. Hang on one jiffy. Swooshing them around. Okay. googly eyes. Those are awesome. And same size, 2 different sizes, whatever you like. So if you want to make it really easy, that is a good way to go. If you want to play around a bit, all you have to do, grab some colors of paper that you might like to use. I think yellow or orange might be really fun too. I'm not really sure why I decided to go with red and white and black, but that's what I did. So take your hole punch, cut some circles, and then you can cut them off. You can cut them off like that so that they are even, or you could cut them off at different heights so they are not even. Oops. Also, you can place them uneven as well to sort of exaggerate. You can, let's grab some red here. This is just paper, it isn't even cardstock, and honestly, considering that the box is a little bit curved, the paper is easier to glue down. So if we do something like this, then we can make him angry or scary, whatever you want to call that. And then I had this little piece left over, and you can see up here that I cut some little fangs. He could just be smiling, or he could have it that way. No reason why not. Still put the fangs on. For fangs, you just need to cut some very deep, I'm going to use my other scissors here, some very deep V's like so, and then you're just going to go right down to the end. Oops, just gave that guy an eyebrow. So there you go. You just play around and move the features around until you get a face that you're really happy with, and then you can draw on a mouth, or if you want, you can do this and create the mouth with paper. And that is all there is to it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And so until next time, have a great week.